Get ready to enter the vortex. Starring Vandita.
And welcome to another episode of the Anal Retentive Housewife. Today's episode is called Unplugged, and we're going to talk about all the tools of individual destruction that one ought to have in one's safety supply kit. So, hopefully you'll learn something, and let's see. First of all, you need a storage location for your safety materials. And I got this handy dandy little crate that's got wheels from Costco, of course. For like, I don't know, 15 bucks. Okay, you need a push broom. Here's the push broom. I have the handles here somewhere too. Again, from Costco.
Why do we need a push broom?
In case you need to push debris out of the way after an earthquake.
Okay, so this box is for, like, I think...
Safety supplies.
Safety, so if there's, like, an earthquake, a
Disaster
power outage, a
preparedness.
tornado, etc., etc.
Yeah. Some sidewalk chalk from the kids section.
Is that for drawing the little lines around the bodies or something? Or?
Yes, it's for the chalk outline. It's also for once you go in and check out a house, you can put a outline on the garage door and then exit off once you're done. Let's see. We also have 2 cans of spray enamel in case you want to like do a little bit of artistic graffiti work while you're being safe. One's black and one's white, so we have that, and that's from your local Osh. Oops. We have some tarp here, again to cover debris that's unsafe or to walk on. Anyway, tarp's always good for picnics and things. And basically we want to again keep the whole bag very organized so we have room for all of our good stuff here. And we want to try to keep our kit here symmetrical so that everything's easy to find. We have our lantern case with a propane lantern in case the electricity goes out. Put that in there. We also have several ropes with different gauges. So this is a 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch, but it's nylon. And this one is actually polyester. And this one is polyester, 1/8 of an inch. So one have lots of rope in case we need to tie stuff down. Put that right here. Then we have a regular saw. Again, these are weapons of individual destruction because power tools aren't going to work. So you need stuff that can't be plugged in that you can just use and muscle your way through in case you need to cut a tree down or something. Okay, put that in here. Let's see. Then we have various index card sizes, 3x5, 4x6, and 5x8, so that we can take notes if we need to write anything down. And we can just stick that in here like so. We have hammer, very, very important. We have an axe, in case you need to axe any questions, you can have an axe. We have caution tape, in case you need to cordon off an area. We have our shortwave radio with batteries inside. And remember we talked about the Varda batteries that don't leak? Got Varda batteries inside. And you can get those from your local photography store, like Keeble and Shusha, or whatever their name is, or from San Jose Camera. Any one of those places is fine. And again, we want to keep everything nice and neat and tidy in our kit, because the last thing we want to do during a disaster is be messy about our kit. That would be a real disaster. Okay, let's see. We have your lovely duct tape, which there's a lot of uses for duct tape. Here's one that you may not have thought of. Let's see. My sister had a baby about 6 months ago, and the baby was really little, and I guess the tape on the diaper wouldn't stick. So she and her husband cleverly thought to use duct tape to make the diaper stick. Now they didn't put the tape on the baby's skin, obviously, they just put it on the diaper to make it stay. So, another use for duct tape. Always a winner. Okay. Let's see, I put this back in. I just wanted to take it out because it wasn't fitting neatly. This is a jacket and pants. Okay, for if in case it's raining during a disaster, you still want to look your fashionable best and be safe about it. Okay. Oh, another rope. This is 3/8 inch thick. So we can just put that right here. Alright. We have this flashlight that if you just keep the motor run, doesn't require any batteries. It's good to have a bunch of flashlights. I have this one. This one, it's all a nice little set of flashlights. You can never have too many flashlights, and this is just one of those good things to have. Okay, then we have leather gloves so we don't ruin our manicures while we're helping people out. Ideally what you want to get, you can get these two for $10 at Costco, but ideally what you want to get is deerskin gloves, because those will not tear even if you're putting a barbed wire or something. But I didn't have a chance to get those yet, so we just have leather gloves. Anyway, these are quite sufficient. Let's see. Then we have a nice little blood pressure kit so that we can take people's blood pressure in case somebody's not feeling well, and just check that out. Make sure they're okay. And again, that's battery operated, and it's quite simple to use and operate. We also have an instant cold pack in case we need that. I do have a whole separate first aid kit for this type of situation, which I keep near the safety kit, and that has most of the first aid stuff in it. Okay. We have walkie-talkies because guess what, people, your phones and probably your cell phones aren't going to be operational. So you can pick these up at your local Fry's or whatever. Another flashlight. Remember, can't have too many flashlights. Stick that in there. Okay. Again, part of the blood pressure kit here to check their pulse and stuff. Mask with filters in case there's smoke, vapors. Want to be protected so that you, in your efforts to be to help other people, are not unsafe yourself. Okay. Oh, these are my other gloves. Maybe I did get the deerskin gloves. Anyway, more gloves. Can't have too many gloves. Safety vest so that people can see me as I'm directing traffic. Okay, some electrical tape, just a little bit in case you need it. Never know. An emergency thermal blanket. Doesn't look like much. You can get these at an earthquake safety store, whatever, or in a first aid kit. Tremendously useful item. Let me just put that in there. Okay. Couple of, let's see here. Splinter removal kit. A couple of medical tweezers and scissors, an assortment. And again, this is in addition to having a first aid kit. This is just a couple of little items that I wanted to throw into the kit. Okay. Let's see. Then we have some medical grade tape. So we can just put that here. Then we have some nice little pocket knives, so you can have these with you in case you need to cut through something. A citronella candle so that you're not bitten by mosquitoes and stuff while you are out saving people. Very, very important. And let's see. We have in here more gloves. Can't have too many gloves. Also, in case somebody decides to help you, then that you can give them a pair of gloves too. Okay. Then we have a plumb bob thing. Why do we have this? Because if there's an earthquake and a building's leaning this way, you need to know where, perpendicular is. So you just tie some string to this, probably from one of your little rope kits, and away you go. Okay, mantles for the lantern. Okay, shovel, also useful for putting away dead bodies underneath the crawl space of your house in case you're into that thing. That's a flat-ended shovel so you can move debris. This is for digging, so this is actually better for the bodies in the crawl space. And again, there's no reason to be messy about any of our activities. And we just need to rearrange a couple of things here. Just put them back. You want to normally try to put in the larger objects into your kit first and then put the little ones around them. That's really the best way to organize your kit here. And those are the biggest objects I had. We also have a crowbar in case we need to help somebody out from under a vehicle or break into somebody's house, whatever. You have that. Okay, pipe wrench. Keep this one up top because you're probably going to need this pipe wrench for doing plumbing work around the house. And I've actually had to use this baby a couple of times outside with some of the exterior plumbing. So we're going to put this one aside for now and put it in later. Okay. Oh, here's another flashlight, so we'll stick that in the flashlights. Hard hat. You want to get a hard hat so that things don't fall over you. So, hard hat. Again, you can get these anywhere. There's some nicer ones with the ratcheting back, but you can pick this up for $6, so it's a lot cheaper. And we are cost conscious here at the Anal Retentive Housewife. We want to save money so that we can buy more expensive things later on, which is very important to us. Okay, steel-tipped safety shoes. You can never have too many shoes. And these are actually pretty cool boots if you think about it. They're steel-tipped, and the white smudgy stuff you see is some leather treatment I put on them so that they don't get roughed up. These are very important. You don't want to wear tennis shoes and then, say, oh, my legs, or my feet. Okay. This is the rest of the lantern thing. I don't know what this is, but anyway, hopefully somebody knows how to use a lantern. I'm not much of a camper myself, so I don't really know that part of life. Okay, this is the pruning saw. Note carefully how it is contained in its unit, and you need to unscrew it here to open it. Be very careful with these tools. They can hurt, so keep this stuff away from small children. Unless, of course, you don't like the small children. In that case, you can give it to them. Okay, a lock, combinations on the back. This is if you had a safety kit outside that you wanted to keep safe from other people. So keep that in there. Okay, an assortment of screwdrivers. All of these are Stanley ergonomically correct ones. Can't remember if I got them at Home Depot or Osh. In any case, just a collection of screwdrivers. And let's see. Then, if we need to file anything, we have a collection of files. These, actually no, I think I got those screwdrivers in a kit from Costco. But here you have a collection of handy files, and they come with a handy little handle that you can stick on the bottom so you don't hurt yourself while you're using them. Very, very useful stuff. And then we have I forget what this one's called. Let me see here. It's a hacksaw. And these are hacksaw blades. You always want to get extra blades. And I've put them in a nice little plastic container so that I don't hurt myself when I'm getting it out. And I put this in another nice plastic container inside a plastic container. This is actually from an umbrella lid, but I save all my plastic, the nice plastic pieces anyway, for just this type of thing. This way this is protected and I don't hurt myself in getting this out from my safety kit. And I'm going to put that face Sharpie angle down. Okay. Then we have a nice little kit. I'm going to guess that I got this from Costco too. That's where I got most of my stuff. Vice grips. Nice little set. Ties up very, very nicely. And we're all set. So we got vice grips. We also have a bunch of pliers. Again, they all match. And part of me is hoping that it's not really a disaster because I don't get all my kit stuff dirty. And then I'll have to deal with that. But anyway, I am prepared. Then I have these kind of pliers, which I don't know what they're for, why they're different. I also got these from Costco. They were a little set of 3. So put these in very nicely. This is another kind of saw. Oh, maybe that was the hacksaw and that was the other saw. Anyway, I don't know, but I got everything that was supposed to be on my list for safety training. So, here we go. I'm going to put the pipe wrench on top, because I know I use that one more frequently than any of the other tools in here, because I have duplicates. You never want to have anything in your safety kit that you think you're going to use every day, because the minute you do that, then you're always running into the kit, and you're probably going to misplace some of the stuff after you take it out and use it. So I do have shovels and shoes and a lantern for camping that is completely and totally separate from this kit. This kit's only purpose is for safety. And I don't have anything else in here for just that reason. So, safety goggles. You want to have safety goggles. Last thing you need to do is wreck your eyes trying to save somebody. So, we put that in. And now our kit is nice and it's organized. It is very heavy. So, what we need to do is put the lid back on it. Now, I keep my safety kit in the living room, which is really not a cool thing to do, because when you do that, it's sort of, it's kind of unattractive. So I need to move it somewhere else, probably out to the garage is is where I'll put it, which will also open up the living room a little bit more for entertaining. However, this is the situation for now. So, we've done the safety kit. We also need to tell you that you should always be safe in general and try to keep similar supplies if you can in and around your house. I also have fire extinguishers that are fully charged, brand new, got them from Costco. I think I get everything from Costco. But they're brand new. I keep one in my car in case there's a car fire. My car has been known to overheat on occasion, and so I want to be prepared for that kind of situation as well. So you want to try to have this kind of stuff and a first aid kit, you know, on your person, in your car, in your house, and then separately for any situation like this. It's also not a bad idea to be trained in first aid and CPR, and you can do that for very little cost through the American Red Cross or other organizations. And there is an American Red Cross in Palo Alto that you can talk to, and they have evening classes available, and also they teach infant CPR and those kind of things. So I highly recommend that. I am certified for adult CPR, not for infant CPR, but I used to be certified for that before too. Anyway, most people say that when there's something that's going to happen, they're going to come over to my house because I've got everything prepared and everything. That's fine, but in case you can't make it over here, you're going to want to have some of this stuff at your house just for your own personal safety. Okay. Okay, now that the cameraman has come back, we can ask some questions that I forgot. What kind of saw is this?
I have no idea. Seriously, it might be a hacksaw.
Okay.
Or it's a
So
knife
what's this
saw?
one?
I forget.
This is a hacksaw.
Well, then that one's a hacksaw and that one's a tree saw. It's a hole saw because you can use it to cut holes. Maybe. I don't know. Does it say on the side?
No. And this one I wouldn't know except I have some extra hacksaw blades that's going to go inside of it.
Okay. Well, that one's a saw. They're both saws. I don't know.
That's the whole point of calling the show Unplugged, was to talk about the tools of individual destruction.
I see.
And now I don't know what they are. So, anyway. So sorry. Go see an expert at Home Depot or Osh, and they can help you out. Or just buy one of everything, which is normally my philosophy. Okay, and what are these things called?
Those are pliers.
Okay. And then, what are these things called?
Well,
Pliers?
yeah, there are other types of pliers. There's like, needle nose and blunt nose and nip nose and other types of pliers.
I thought that was your nickname, Needle Nose. Mine's Blunt Nose. Okay. I knew this was a pipe saw.
No, a pipe wrench.
Pipe wrench. Oops. Okay. I think that was it. So sorry I didn't know the names of stuff. But again, if you follow the principle of just, getting one of everything, you're usually okay. So, again, we can close this, wheel it to the garage or your backyard, or out wherever. Okay. And we are going to have our word of the day, which is .commie. Can you see this?
Yes, I can see that. What is a .commie?
A .commie is one of those idiot little 20-somethings that have already made $1 million on stock options for doing absolutely nothing and for having a marketing degree from some low-life university, and that's all they've done in their life, and the company doesn't even make any money, and somehow they got this business plan through because they went to business school somewhere, and they think they're really special, but they're not. Those are .commies.
Do I detect a bit of what I'm looking
attitude?
for? Yes.
You betcha. Okay, I'm a little better because I'm not one of them. I'm over 30. But the whole thing is, these people are idiots. And then the VCs, who are a bunch of old farts, are they're funding these little idiots who don't have anything going for them. And then they don't fund a real plan and a real thing that's, really happening. But tell them that we don't make any money, and, we have a .com in our name, and all of a sudden it's happening. I mean, what's up with that? It's like, who made you king of the hill at 25 years old? I remember when I was 25 that they would say, oh, don't have attitude. You can't have attitude. You're only 25. And nowadays, all of a sudden they're allowed to be like this? I don't think so. Bandita don't play those games, okay? We don't do that.
Yeah, but Vandita, that was another generation when you were 25.
It was, I grew up in the Depression. There was a recession going on when I graduated, and let me tell you, these little kids, they don't know nothing. They ain't nothing, okay? You
They
gotta
might be
have
your
experience.
audience.
Huh?
They might be your audience. You don't know that.
Well, whatever. They've got some problems. Like talking about, oh, I'm going to have $1 million for I'm 30, and I'm looking to get a new house, and I have rent control, la la la, and, oh, my parents are special, and they belong to the yacht club, la la la, and it's like, whatever, prove to me that you're intelligent, and then you have my respect. But these little idiots, no way, no how. And then they get, profiled in, Business Week, or Red Herring, or something, or Forbes. Right, yeah, I don't think so. It's only because they're entitled and they got contacts from their parents anyway. Try doing it the hard way. Try moving outside of your state and not having financial support, from your parents and stuff. Try doing it that way. Yeah, we'll see who's the .commie now. Yeah, okay. All right, let me calm down. Okay, in good news, here's a little teddy bear I got from my sister, who got it from Costco because I saw them. And it's a little Jaguar, which is my vehicle, is a Jaguar. Maybe that's a cheetah.
It looks like a jaguar.
Anyway, so that's
Might
happy
be a
news.
puma. I don't know.
And let's see, other happy news. Is there other happy news?
Now, there's no other happy news. It's time to go.
It's time to go. So we'll talk about more happy news later. I'm sorry I got worked up about these people, but they're totally irritating. And they all live in Shallow Alto anyway. So Mountain View, we're cool. We're happening. And I'm the Retentive Housewife, saying it's not just a show, it's a way of life.